All right, so first thing we're going to do is read this problem. It says several students played a game and their scores are recorded in the table below. So we have Daniel, Isabel, Ricky, and Jessica. They have 6, -2, 3, and -4 points. Our question says, what is the difference between the student with the highest score and the student with the lowest score? So let's look at our vocabulary. We have to know that the word difference between two things. Difference we know means to subtract, okay? And the two things that we are subtracting is the student with the highest score, so the biggest score, and the student with the lowest score, so the smallest. So I need to look at my list and find the biggest and the smallest, okay? So when I look at my scores, I know my biggest is gonna be positive. So out of the 6 and the 3, I know my 6 is the biggest. 6 is my biggest number here. And then smallest, and we can also think of temperature, which would be lower, -2 or -4. We know -4 would be colder than -2. So -4 is my smallest number. So now that we have our two numbers, we can take the difference. And difference means to subtract, okay? But when we have positives and negative numbers, we have to use our integer song. And with our integer song, let's go ahead and write. I have my biggest, the difference, I subtract, but then I have a -4. So again, my biggest number is 6. I take the difference, which is subtracting, of the -4. So we also need to realize when I have positives and negatives and I'm adding and subtracting, difference doesn't always mean I'm actually going to subtract. Because if we use our integer song, it may change. We might add or subtract. So difference does mean to subtract. You write the subtraction, but we actually have to use our integer song to see if we are going to add or subtract. So first step, we need to solve. I need to draw my wall. My first number is a +6. And then my second, I have two signs. Remember, we look at the entire back here. So I have a minus and a negative. And we know from practice that a minus and a negative make a positive. So I have same signs. They are both positive. So same signs you add. Okay, so I get 10. All right, and then keep deciding the bigger number. 6 is bigger, it's a positive, so I put that positive. Okay, and before we finish this up, make sure your magic word is toy, T-O-Y, toy. Your magic word is toy. So now that I have my +10, do we really need this positive sign? Do we have positive signs on the 6 or the 3 up here? No, so my answer is just 10. We know it's positive, so that is our final answer. So again, difference does mean to subtract, but you subtract a minus negative makes a positive. So make sure you write out what the problem is asking you.